This is gonna be mad loud, I apologize. Like, it's gonna be mad loud for a second because I forgot to adjust the volume. God damn it. Oh, it's good. I think I just deleted like 3 teammates. And people want team attack turned off. I can't imagine why. Hey, Chris. I'll fix my audio in a second. I kind of went live on an impulse because I realized that if I didn't stream like right now, I probably wasn't going to stream today. Oh, I shouldn't have deployed. That's a teammate. Now they just gotta be unnecessarily careful with me. Okay, I'm gonna try to give him a wide berth. And we should be able to take this in. Yeah, easy clap. Nice! So I gotta fix my audio really quickly. Which mostly just means taking down game a little bit and making sure that my monitoring's on. Oh, hey. I also didn't really mean to do the camera thing today, so... Yeah. Which asks, so when's Team Real S? Probably in about 5 seconds. Right now I'm keeping my eye out for a really weird event where it was like tabulating teams incorrectly, like people's scores were flipping around like crazy and the game ended with a blatantly incorrect result. I think it was a checkpoint bug, but... So like not my bug, it was a bug in a course, but I would have to double check to be sure. So I'm waiting to see if it recurs, basically. His screen's upside down. I think he's cheating. I'm in a gigantic fucking glut of my own team right now. I don't want anything to do with this mine, so I'm just gonna lay it. And if somebody runs into it, it's their own damn fault. Alright, now I need to get out of this group of blue. Great. The most extended stun. Okay, at least I fucking made it out. Prashante asks, hi, what the fuck? Hello. I don't know either. This course is kind of cool, though. I thought I'd have, like, the... I thought for sure I'd be able to power through that banana. The duration wasn't quite as long as I thought, I guess. I got a killer headache today. God damn. Gotta make sure it's not dehydration and grab some water in a second. Also, I'm gonna take the normal route on this for once. And of course I get shrunk immediately for my troubles, so. Yeah! Oh god. $83. That seems high but plausible.
Cheaters.
Wait, nice totals. What the fuck? That is not the correct score, I think. I wonder if something is fucked up. Let me check the server log really quickly to see if there's any, like, obvious warnings. Okay, no Lua errors. Alright, I'm gonna have to fucking keep an eye out for that and figure out what the hell is going on. Let me actually check. Yeah, it might be waypoints, but I want to make absolutely sure. Where am I getting fucking personal score from? Okay. Leo asks, is normal or upside down faster? Upside down is faster by a small margin. There are some added boost pads. Yeah, weird scoring and then Twins sinks out. I feel like there might be something weird going on. Checking to see who's fucking spiking. I haven't had lobbies this full yet in the game, so like I haven't watched this thing score like 14, 15 player games. So look at how respectful this is. The two of us are literally just like holding undeployed jaws, just front running. Check out the respect. That wasn't very respectful. It's okay though. This time lightning shield. Wow, you got out of it with a shrink. Fucking lucky. I would have ended you, kiddo. Yeah, something is... What is going on? Pretty fun. No, that's correct. That's correct, I just can't do math. Okay. I'm sitting here like, that doesn't look right based on my intuitive misunderstanding of how to add numbers together. Also, holy shit, nice 1-point win. Video games. Taron, couldn't you change max players to 16 to make the teams even? No, because dedicated servers don't allow for 16 players. I could lower it to 14. But even then, even teams don't really matter a lot in this scoring model because it's based on the number of players you have behind you, not on arbitrary point targets. So in theory, the scoring itself is balanced no matter how out of whack the teams are. I should have done broadcast channel. I probably should. Let me just put myself on voice activation. Okay. So I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for blatant score mistracking. But that one was correct. Check this chroma cowards. Well, I guess you got your wish. This is a big glut of allies here. I'm very scared of this fucking... That room is always a nightmare to navigate. Yeah, are we crushing? Are we going apeshit? Wow. Some of my teammates are fucking cold-blooded, dude. Let me tell you. Yeah, I think Laz's team Overhead's last hope. They've got to be scoring like 16, 18. Oh god. Oh no! Fuck, I'm so bad. Wow, and somehow that got misdirected into what even? I don't even understand what it hit, but okay. JTR says, I'll never understand how to route that one bit with the awkward turns near the beginning. You mean this one? I don't think anybody knows how to route it correctly. I think you just do the best you can. Cool rage spec, by the way. If people spectating fucks up the mod, I'm gonna be really sad. So you need it to be robust enough to handle that, but... Just dealing with the way this game handles spectators is a fucking train wreck. Yeah, so 70 points is correct, 29 points is correct. Cool. I'm gonna get a fucking... I'm gonna refill my water. I'll answer the numbers in a second. Yeah, it's pretty simple. It's plus 2 points for each member of the other team that you're ahead of, and then 1 point for leading, which basically acts as a tiebreaker. So if two teams would otherwise tie, the one with a player that finished first wins. Lacey Summit has some fucking hype tree skip shit. That scoring model is based on Forza Horizon, and I like it because it naturally handles unbalanced teams, and it's extremely fucking simple. No, like, arbitrary scaling. I don't have to make a decision on how valuable it is to be the leader, etc., etc. Oh, that's good. Maybe I should consider, like... I wonder if I can make those, like, if I can give us a transparency flag until the, what is it, until the race is actually started. Yes, what about 60,000 for a shutout? In progress, don't worry about it. If I see another mystery scoring fuck up, I'm waiting for it to happen on a map that I know has good waypoints. If it happens on a map where the waypoints make sense, then I'm gonna have to figure some shit out. All shutouts are 69, 420 to 0. I like it. Damn, missed double tree skip, but Still a decent gap. I kinda wish I could have intercepted the SPV and lightning shielded it for Laz. What? Bruh. Oh dear. Those little stutters every now and again. Oh no, I missed tree skip. It still looks like it's gonna be okay though. Yeah, we're literally top 5. Well, maybe I'm about to not be. Ouch. I didn't even know you could get squished in that situation. It almost seems a little vindictive. Oh, literally why? Oh no. Can't have this slipping away. Yeah, I think this is correct. 30 plus 12 plus 8, yeah, that's 50, okay. I'm fucking double checking the computer's ability to do basic addition. It's gotta be a waypoint bug. There's no way I fucked up variable plus other variable. So yeah, I like this mode. I made it, so I guess that makes sense. And yeah, the zeroed out timers are to make sure that the post-game score tracking stuff, like the post-game scoreboard should list everybody on the winning team as winning and everybody on the losing team as losing, and it should weight all of that equally. And to do that, I have to feed it some fake data. Steel says math is hard. It is hard. I thought this one was a little cheeky. Yeah, so let's make a team full one character versus full different character. Planned at some point, but it wasn't something I wanted to focus on for like just getting this thing out into the wild for testing. I kind of fast-tracked every feature that was required to make like the core shit work, and I skimped on a lot of the Easter eggs and fucking meme features that I would normally put into it, just to make sure that I could like test the core gameplay right away. Because I didn't know if this would work. Like, I didn't know if this sort of team format would even make sense for Kart. I thought it would. I was excited about it, but I didn't know. How does it feel to be the Gmod server of Kart? I don't know, man. I think this is a legitimate game mode. I actually did something real. Imagine actually giving two dams or a fuck. I did an arm because they nerfed the shit out of fucking dropped mines, so yeah. That happened. Why did you steal from me? Excuse me? Why have you committed this thievery? This is looking pretty bleak. I think we're probably fucked. I don't know, that is a huge clusterfuck behind me, though. But enemy team having top 2 is pretty bad. Yeah, we're probably dead. Every time I see one of those stutters, I can't tell whether it's somebody's internet being shitty or like an actual sync fail waiting to happen. Okay, guess who is singing in chiptune? That's Ralsei, who is definitely not driving a Mercedes-Benz. Dirk put the fucking Deltarune characters in his pack. And they're like super well-made characters, but I'm like presented with a problem. Holy shit. Nice connection, whoever that fucking is. I'm presented with a problem because I don't want Deltarune fans to feel welcome on my servers. Well, that's good. Anyway, somebody just said the mod needs more work but didn't clarify. So, hopefully they have literally any sort of constructive feedback instead of being mad that team attack is on and people were body slamming them. You guess, is Jevil still in? Jevil is gone for now. Jevil was one of the characters in HBD pack, so when I ditched that, I was like, alright, so I've got enough files to add one character from HBD pack as a standalone, and I chose Hornet because there's literally not another choice. Yoseed says mod needs work, bottom text. Yeah, me too, dude. This is another one of those things where I chose the simple implementation for a lot of things. Like, I chose simple scoring, there's no, like, graphics in this, it's all, the UI is all through text. That's fucking XD. So you can do decent-looking shit with just text. Ooh, on the best. But yeah, just wanted to fucking... My big concern, I had to re-implement some of the item spy logic from battle mode. I had to re-implement some of that in Lua because even if you spawn that object and like correctly link it to a player, there's no way to tell hardcode to actually like go through the motions and rig it up correctly, like handle the state. So I had to do that in Lua, and that was the bulk of, like, that was my big concern, is being able to get item spy working for this. So I'm gonna hold this, so that nobody else can roll one. And that means Laz, as long as I hold this, is safe from SPB entirely, because video games. So much for frontrunner control. Now the other way I could do this is I could just throw it and then take advantage of SPB rush and trust my teammate who's frontrunning to be able to dodge the SPB while not under pressure from attackers because I'm supposed to be defending them. And so I could just use SPB rush items to create an even larger gap. Also technically a strategy. The meta is not quite advanced enough for me to say which one is a better idea. But the idea that deliberately throwing the angriest fucking thing in the entire game directly at a teammate, that's... I like that. I'm a big fan. Oh yeah, also, true to form, replays desync on this because it uses RNG to assign teams. Erna says, my problem with SPB and team, right, is that I cannot handle the idea of not picking up items, so I just throw it. I mean, hey, there we go. It's like, if your teammate can't dodge it, then it's honestly their problem. They made the mistake. That's good. Jesus Christ! See, this is why, like, I'm on the secret sauce build because shit like that doesn't happen on it, and the silent join lockout shit doesn't happen, and 860s are like a small price to pay for that, I think. Oh, yeah, I should probably show my stream in fucking Kart Crew or something, shouldn't I? Somebody remind me to add Team Vim and Team Emacs to this. Yes, as I'm trying to think of head-ass eventual additions, I'm thinking, like, look for a prefix to set teams. You know, since that's actually one of the only things that, like, players can set independently, and it's something that's very trivial to read from Lua, that might actually not be the worst idea. That's probably how I would handle team selection if I wanted it to be user-controlled at any point. If I wanted it to be admin controlled, it'd probably just be like a manual associating each player to a team by name. And yeah, Team Rust and Team Go is meme programming languages. It's the language of the future. I wanted to slam that shit off the fucking wall. It just didn't happen, though. So I'm front running, but I'm alone. So I've really gotta like set traps. That was a really unpredictable and strange banana bounce. Ooh, are we gonna make it back? Oh no! Oh no! And I still lose. Cheaters. Just immediately everybody wiped off the fucking planet. I'm so sad that that's still a thing. Oh, okay, so yeah, somebody got the screenshot. That shit is ridiculous. Somebody got the screenshot of this super bad score fuck up, and I still don't understand how this could have happened. And I'm gonna show my stream real quick. Leo asks, can you send it my way? It's in the NetGames channel on Kart Crew Discord. I didn't want to grab it because I'd have to open a browser or something. Yeah, I think Leslie's got it right. I think there's no way it's not waypoints or like somebody fucking lagging out and entering Schrodinger's like iterator. Like the code for calculating score is so simple that it would shock me. Get fucked, by the way. It would shock me if it actually contained a bug like that. Tress says, consider Team Minecraft versus Team Fortnite. I have Minecraft versus Terraria already, but that's pretty good. Because team name pairings take about 500 times less effort to add to this mod than like Horns to Horn mod, I fully expect that it will release with at least 500. Horde versus Knight, that's also pretty good. Go, my child. Damn, we're actually getting fucked. Look at that. It's just Porter and I, and it's about to stop being me. Like, as a group, we are getting fucking power bombed. That is ridiculous. Ugly. Gotta put the fear of God in him. Sonic Spinball style. Okay, that was my fault, I guess. Boom versus Tab, that's pretty good. Ba-boom, ba-boom, Tab. All those egg boxes on the outside of that turn. These intro turns. Oh, of course, somebody fucking stole my ball hog right before I'd be able to fucking kill 3. Oh no. Alright, so I'm gonna kill you, hopefully. There's no way I'll dodge that. Okay, egg box is going off. Wow, actually, what a fucking reversal. Yeah, we got 4 into top 4. Had to take a couple shots. Yeah, we fucking... that shit is locked down. Alright, let me actually... I've literally got Slate open on the other monitor, so I'm just gonna add these as fucking people suggest them and I think of them. Although, please don't, like, go apeshit about it. Still thinking about that score shit. I'm so mad. It makes so little sense. I think Haunted Ship is my favorite of Barclay's courses, now that, like, some of the tougher turns are more readable. Kill feed would complement this really. No! Somebody did a kill feed though. There's a kill feed sitting in graphics mist. They just don't know where to put it on the UI. It's cool though. It's like a graphical kill feed with like icons and everything. Oh god, I gotta be so careful here. Alright. Go. Go, my child. You are needed to assist Team Melty Blood. Oh dear. Fram's dying as usual on this course. Hoping GL Renderer strong. I'm gonna let you fucking move up for that. Dude's holding a Jaws. How do you say no to a dude holding a Jaws? Oh, I thought I fucking had it. I thought I had enough outward in me. I clearly did not. Die, Dragon Maid. The extra bump just for good measure. Alright, so I'm doing decent damage to fucking orange as they try to get up here. Yes. Can you really shit on Dragon Maid while playing an Idolmaster? The answer is yes. What the fuck? Okay. Oh man, this is gonna be close. Like this. Oh no! This could get down to the wire. Okay. Successful defense. Oh no. Yeah, I think we got it. Successfully defended Melty Blood. Real Salt asks, hi, curious how this mod works. 2 points for every team member, 2 points for every enemy team member you pass, 1 point for finishing in first place. Team with higher points wins, team with lower points is sad forever. Race versus battle is also pretty good. Every time you see the screen, I'm probably gonna be fucking tabbed out and Slade making changes. Alright. So I've been working on this for... Today is the 3rd day. And you guys know that I don't like to leave projects in progress, so when I start something, I work on it non-stop until I finish it. But because I am very stupid, even a simple mod like this has taken me 3 days so far. Although, to be fair, I do think I like to cover a lot of, like, corner cases and, like, weird little polish things that are uncommon for stuff that's as small scale as this. We'll see. This Stelt is just going to spoil and say we want a team play option down the road, probably not for V1, so I thought I'd pop in to see how this works. You are encouraged to steal this and do it in hardcode for the team option. I've been really fucking pleased with this so far. I imagine as it gets more play, we'll find some quirks of, like, items that would be difficult to resolve from within Lua. Oh, damn it. But yeah. Okay, apparently literally everyone is going to ask how you get points as their first and only question. Can I trust people who are already in the know in chat to explain that? Alright, I am super dead-ass, like, trench last. So I have to make a desperate escape down the fucking hill here. Is that an egg box? No, just a horn. Okay. Oh no! This is who I am. Damn it! Might want to add a scoring command. I'm too lazy. It shows it at the start of every race anyway, although I don't know if the text is readable on standard, like, it's 900p, the text should be readable, but maybe not at, like, the typical size of the Twitch player. It tells you at the start of every race. 2 points for overtake, 1 point for first place finish, team attack on/off. It's just about as simple as I could make it, really. Does shrink properly work with team attack? Fuck no. Are you kidding me? Shrinking only your team? That would be fucking crazy. I didn't even bother to look up if there was a hook I could use or way to negate it, because it would be so ludicrously fucking broken. It would probably, like, win every single game just as soon as it came up. Team Attack off is not something I want to bust my ass to support in great detail anyway, because I think the game is more fun with Team Attack on. Her Smash player, but yeah, Team Attack mostly exists for like unmonitored public servers where you don't feel like you can trust people to actually like understand team play or like give a shit about it. Gear says, shrinking only the enemy team is the reason why Mario Kart Wii crew battles don't play with teams on. Yeah, I'd heard something about that. It sounds pretty fucking hilarious. That might ricochet in a dangerous way. Hopefully my team knows what's up. Alright, I've got to lock an orange player for that, or it could just get fucked, I guess. It's like this situation, literally every orange player in like this 2-turn block would pass every blue player. Disaster. It'd be like a 70-point swing. HR says, MK crews play with teams off because last I checked there's no way to choose teams. Wait, you're shitting me. Oh, so it works just like this then. Yeah, I'm planning on adding team selection in 2 different forms at some point. I wasn't interested in getting it taken care of for like this initial shit, but I did. I've been thinking I want a mode where teams are elective per player, which is probably going to be handled via chat prefixes, like clan tag style, because that seems very cute to me. Shoutouts to Leo for the idea. And then a mode where administrators in the server can manually assign players to teams for tournaments or like officiated shenanigans. Wow, we got fucked. It was bad. I'm a little sad about it, honestly. I'd also like to find some marginally nicer way of handling, like, correctly placing players in their, like, making sure that the endgame scoreboard counts everybody as finishing in the correct slot for their team. Right now I'm doing that by fudging timer data and making sure the losing team has fucking time over flags set. But there doesn't seem to be another way to do it, just because the scoreboard will actually recalculate positions itself. So even if you directly set players' positions, which you can do, it really doesn't like it. I'm just gonna trail this. Yeah, fuck it. Alright, immediately killed somebody on my own team. Fantastic. Alright. Let me focus on trying to pull away from the pack here. Real Salt says, yeah, I believe that menu double checks the data instead of assuming the position value in the race was correct, which is probably a good thing for it to do, and it definitely does do it, because even, like, explicitly setting position, it would still recalculate according to whatever times were set and whatever, like, no contest flags were set. The way Combi gets away with it is by setting, like, when one player on a team finishes, the other player on that team, like the other player in the pair, immediately has their finishing time set to that value, and they're forcibly marked as finished. Ow. I'm like 60% focused on the race and 40% focused on thinking about this fucking mod. Which is always a great way to contribute to your team, is to play to all extremely distracted. Nope, no dice. That sad line of 5 bananas. That shit tells a story, you know? It might come down to the wire here. Ooh, it could be close. A lot depends on the last turn. I think we got it. Yeah! Good shit. Chris says, I finally got a starter set for the Final Fantasy card game. It's weird, Chief, but it's pretty fun. You know, I saw that at a fucking game store while I was up in LA. How is it? Like, literally all of their fucking stock was just sitting there on the shelf. It looked like it hadn't been touched in years. Not Triple Triad, but like the TCG. Nope, the other TCG. What is it fucking called? God damn it. I don't know how controversial these team names are. It's just called Final Fantasy Trading Card Game. Fuck. No kidding. Oh, god damn it! Sagata, why? Might be addicted to flashing text in my mods. Don't know. Jury's out. I'm just gonna shoot a recover here. Fuck it. Give the large orange robot very large amount of space. So we're holding top 3. Which is why I'm surprised that we're not, like, actually crushing right now. Okay, well, Ralsei, not on a Mercedes-Benz. So creeping up. Ah, shit. Weird cut. One of the things that I had to fix while putting... Oh, dear. What the fuck? Was that person... They were trailing 2 jaws behind them, just trying to evade. Pretty good shit. Hey, one of the things that I had to fix earlier was, because your teammates all have that fucking arrow marker above their heads that turns into the, item display when they have an item. I had to make sure that fucking arrow actually stays team-colored when they go invincible, because it actually sets their fucking, like, it sets their color in a way that the object by default is inheriting from. So they go invincible, and the arrow would just start going apeshit rainbow strobing. And even though technically it still functioned as an indicator, because fucking enemy team members never have that indicator, I still wanted it to remain team-colored for quick recognition. Onion rings are alright, honestly. I could go for some. That'd be some good shit. Shit, I think I made everyone in this fucking chat and this room sad that they don't have onion rings. Plus, have we had any blowouts yet? Not in a lobby this large. I dearly want to see a blowout in a 15-player lobby. Real Salt says, yeah, it has rainbows in battle because there it makes it deathly obvious, stay the fuck away. Yeah, no kidding. That's... Like, that behavior made sense as soon as I realized it was happening, but it needed to not happen in this. Technically, I could make it remain blue when friendly fire is off, but still rainbow when friendly fire is on. But I think I like it better if the team marker remains consistent, because that's what it's meant to indicate. It's meant to indicate team allegiance. Like, that's just literally the purpose of it. Alright, who's behind me? Oh shit, I fucked up the drift. Oh dear, it's been a while since I screwed up on Daytona. Alright, so I'm gonna fucking trail this and make blue players sad. Blue player singular, apparently. Holy shit, the squad is all here. Rest in peace, Vector. Blue mounting an overtake here, yep. It's about to get bad. Gotta fucking pull away. Of course, it doesn't help if I miss that. Okay, I got the jaws, right side slip tide with the visual bug, but I totally know it's still happening. Probably killed a teammate by fucking slamming into a wall there. Alright, yeah, Chase and Porter front running. Let's see. Can I make something happen? No! Why trees? No! Great. Fuck it, fire. No, at least avoid a fucking shutout, Jesus. That was awful. Holy shit. That was like the opposite of tree skip. Chris says, wait, Tyrone, points are added when you pass even your own teammates. Was that intended? That shouldn't happen? In retrospect, it would make a lot of fucking sense if I had forgotten to do something super basic like that, and it was what was causing problems. You're making me very nervous now. Let's see. Yeah, no, there's definitely a team check here, and it should be working. If P.FR team not equal QFR team, and P.Kart stuff K position less than Q.Kart stuff K position. So it should only update your personal score if the person you're passing is of a different team. Real Salt says, to be honest, if I do end up hard-coding this, I just ditch the no-friendly fire option because I have to be careful about your attacks. Yeah, I feel the same way. I felt that it was important to have a no-friendly fire option because I knew it would be one of the most requested things from people who don't like that aspect. But, like, I'm also not particularly in the business. I feel like people who don't like friendly fire and people who like seasonal anime, like, it's the same group of people. I have never been interested in catering to either. It's nice to be back in the swing of this, though. It's been a while since I touched, like, anything adjacent to, like, game development. It's been a very long time, since high school, honestly, so feels good to flex those muscles again. I nearly fucking bumped them off. Oh no. Porter says, never mind, it's all good. Okay, yeah. Like, there would be no way that teammates are able to have the same score adjacent to each other like this, where we all have 6 points, if it was actually screwing up and counting any pass as a, rival pass. And yeah, I murdered Ralsei. I'm kind of sad about it, too. I'm still thinking about that weird fucking scoring bug, though. Let me actually tab out to... because this shit makes so little sense, I'm actually going to open a browser just to show it off. Like, there is no fucking way that I messed up math this badly. Look at this. This is blue team with 60 points and 48 point total. And this is orange team with, like... I don't even fucking know. But, like, when this is captured, clearly positions are fucking bouncing around like crazy. So I think what happened, right? I think what happened is that at some point it stopped updating the score and then, like, checkpoint fuckery happened. Like, it made an I think in the code is probably some kind of assumption where, like, scores aren't supposed to change after a player finishes, but checkpoints are really, really fucking bad. But yeah, you guys see what I mean by that shit, right? Like, that shouldn't happen under normal circumstances, no matter how badly I fucked up my code, because I can't fuck up add variable to other variable. Wait, why? Somebody tell me how Jaws targeting works. Look at that shit. Orange player directly in front of me, and instead it veers off to fucking hit my teammate at a direct 90 degrees. This is way more tolerable now that Malumnor doesn't actually make as much sense. Time Gear says, that's the kind of stuff that would keep me awake, wondering why the score was like that. I mean, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm actually extremely stressed about it because I don't understand why it happened. I'm almost certain that it's just... oh my god, no. I'm almost certain that it's just waypoints. But even then, I think I probably need to build the code to at least not display something so confusing in that case. Like, maybe if a player is finished and their personal score changes, then maybe it should throw up a message like waypoints might be fucked. Like, something as simple as that. Like, making sure that those values are getting correctly updated as you play, I don't know. If I ever see anything as fucked as that happen again, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. Real Salt says, SRB2Kart is the way it is because we didn't cater to anyone except ourselves, so yeah, I just wouldn't want to support no friendly fire. Yeah, so I'm gonna be honest. If friendly fire was more complicated than scrolling through Battle Plus, control effing friendly fire, like the friendly fire CVAR, looking at all the places it's used and fucking grabbing, like, all the relevant hooks and some of the valid checks. If it was any more complicated than that, I probably wouldn't have implemented it at all. Intro 18 Wall asks, how do y'all get in? I don't know, join friday.tyronsummer.moa. You type in the domain and you just go into the net game. I'm in the wrong team, I think. Yeah, this server isn't on the master server anyway, Retro 18 Wall. Put Grand Metropolis in fucking hell, I'm tired of this shit. Alright, that Ralsei has an egg box, so I'm gonna see if I can pass them right away. leader is fucking... Apparently I can't do, like... I can't visualize bounces in my fucking head, because I thought I was totally fine there. So Regular says, hey Theron, so a bit of your friend mod stuff in the Kart Crew Discord, how it be? Also nice auto-generated team names. Auto-generated? What do you think I am? These are all lovingly handcrafted. They are automatically selected. No allies in... Okay, 1, 2... Can I kill Laz? Bap. See, that's what I like about team context, is that you have a reason to slow yourself down if it means that you can hit a enemy team member with an item in such a way that the rest of your team is able to overtake. It recontextualizes a lot of aggression-related actions. So like going out of your way to squish someone, fucking... holding a Jaws instead of deploying it, etc., etc. It works with a lot of the existing mechanics of the game in a way that, like, gives everything different strategic weight. It's pretty cool. So this was pretty close to a blowout. Chris says, FFTCG is most similar to Pokemon, but now since you don't need so many energy cards, the prize cards needed are 7 instead of 3. Makes sense. Geek says, so I was considering asking for the possibility of item gifting as I thought it was a neat mechanic in Team Sonic Racing, and then I realized that being able to give SPB some invincibility to other people would be a thoroughly bad idea. Yeah, if I were to ever implement some method of item exchange, it would be basically just a button or button combination that you could use to drop your current item on the ground. As if you had been, like, hit by a shrink or something. That's the only way I would support item transfer, because then you could only transfer to people in a similar physical location, and there would be the possibility of it getting intercepted, which basically solves all of my issues with the idea of just having a fucking item teleported into your inventory and having an answer to a situation. I know there's a hook for it. It would probably be a fairly straightforward thing to implement with the exception of the control method. You guys already know that I don't like using the Lua custom action buttons, because there's no guarantee that people will have them bound. Managing where you want them is a bit of a pain in the ass, and people who don't bind them and don't know that they haven't bound them are at a disadvantage. And because I can't, like, check whether somebody has a Lua button bound, I can't even warn them from inside the add-on, like, hey, this add-on uses custom buttons 1 and... Oh no! This add-on uses custom buttons 1 and 2, so if you don't have those bound, I'm gonna throw up a big fucking error and, like, stop you from doing anything until you've bound them. I was so slow on the deploy. My fucking old man reactions. Alright. Yeah, I know there's a function to drop items. It's just, like, the control method in particular. It's displaying to players that that's a capability that they have, and then finding an actual, like, physical action they perform with their controller to do it. Like, finding one that's appropriate. Those are the considerations that are tricky. The functionality itself, I imagine, would be really simple. Video Game Michael asks, the color is always blue and orange. So, blue and orange, I kicked around the idea of randomly generating color combinations for each of the teams, and decided against it because contrast checking is really fucking hard, and because I wanted the mode to be accessible by default, which means I picked blue and orange as the colors most likely to dodge the most common forms of colorblindness. That's also the reason that there's the chevron in addition to the team color itself, because I wanted to make it exceptionally easy for people to deal with team recognition regardless of whatever fucking visual situation they got, you know? It's fairly straightforward for me to change it. I think it's... yeah, something like that. Where it's just... fucking type the number of the palette you want and it goes in, so hosts can customize this shit. There is also a local override that takes precedence over all server overrides in case blue and orange doesn't work for you and you're using some kind of like third-party filter software, or just your flavor of color blindness is set up in such a way that it would be easier for you to have a different color. Chris says, whenever a player activates an ability or casts a summon, the effect is not resolved immediately, but instead goes into a stack. Players can use an ability or cast summon and invoke the effect by adding another. As players are finished playing their effects, the effects are resolved in reverse play order, the same as So Galaxy Brain. The stack is a fairly common TCG concept, though, isn't it? Unless I'm missing something, like, unless I... like, activated abilities going on the stack is something I'm familiar with from MTG, unless I misread something there. I tried really hard, okay? I believed in the shot and it didn't work. I'm fucking sorry. I'm sorry. Almost a degree says, yeah, it's best the way you have it. Default blue versus orange, and if the host wants, they can change palettes. Yeah. Default blue and orange, host can change palettes, and crucially, player can change palettes as well, and it takes precedence over the host setting. Is there punishment for it? Oh, fucking Christ. Is there punishment for excessive team damaging? There is a horrible meme option, FR_team reflect, where if you're ever infracted for team damage, you immediately explode. It is off by default, and I do not plan on supporting it because I don't know if I feel like putting in the work, or if this is even like actually possible, to suppress the team damage warning if it's like an item that's been out for X number of seconds, or like a trap that was dropped in abnormal circumstances. There are probably a lot of corner cases to cover. CLS, just realized something. How did you handle the text color with certain colors? There's actually a separate command to specify text color for each team. It's a little ugly, but I chose to do it that way instead of manually fucking implementing a table that I'd have to, like... instead of, like, using the same table that you guys use to map player palettes to, chat formatting codes in, like, the, window chat. Which is like, oh, I'm now responsible for maintaining this. Oops. I just decided to say fuck it and expose it as a separate command. So you'll do, like, FR_blue prefix purple. And it would change all blue text to purple. Oh my god, why did you do that, my man? No, we're so fucked. Jesus Christ. Oh no. Not literally last. Real Salt says, maybe we should make that a function. Yeah, I actually re-implemented it for Nico Chat, and it's the ugliest fucking if-else octopus you've ever seen in your entire life. I didn't even feel like rewriting it all manually, so I fucking found the section of the source and just Control-C'd the whole thing and did like 15 find and replaces, basically to convert it from fucking C to Lua. Because it's a gigantic fucking switch statement in hardcode. And I'm sitting here like, fuck, Lua doesn't have switch. Fuck. Yeah, exposing a function for that would be really useful. MC Decree asks, is there a WAD needed to join the server, or can anyone just jump in? If you get a slot, you can jump right in. Friday.tyronesumma.moe. Thank you, Chase. Oh no! Okay, I think it actually got caught on the jump. I'm not sure what I expected in that situation. I also don't know why I even bothered to lob there. I probably should have just, like, set it on the ramp or something. Nobody'd be able to see it on these fucking crunchy-ass textures anyway. Oh yeah, next time I plan on streaming only kart, remind me to change my, fucking broadcast frame rate to 35 FPS and see how thoroughly the Twitch player and the YouTube, re-encoding process shit on it. Ooh, that was very close. I'm very sad. Oh, Jesus Christ. Reasop says it used to use the edges of a color range and, like, do, like, fucking less than or equal, greater than or equal inside that color range. So everything would be everything would have to be fucking mapped in the correct order, and if the order, like, ever changed or something got... Oh, Jesus Christ. Sounds like Super Hitler, actually. Goodbye, Sakura. This is gonna be close. We really need to dethrone one of those top three. Got him. We're out here mashing jaws. Oh man, it's so bad though. Oh no! Olive Orange fucking died! That's all it says. I mean, it needs to be in order since the menu's organized by hue anyway, but it was annoying for weird edge cases and two-tone colors. Yeah. Wow. See, I've been pretty pleased with this so far. I think it actually works way better. It works way better than it has any right to work, considering how little actually changes mechanically. It says when you take damage, you have to discard a card from the top of your deck, but if the card has an EX marking on it, you can trigger the... What the fuck? Huh, interesting. Gear asks, is Team Stick versus Team Pad a thing? Yes. Porter, A on a triple triad card means that it always fucking wins. I think it also interacts with some regional modifiers in weird ways. Dude, the regional modifiers and FF14 Triple Triad are like one of my favorite little stupid bits of world design in that game. Like, that game's story, I don't know, depending on your tolerance for stupid bullshit, you're gonna have a wildly different experience with it. But the world design is top fucking notch. It's like, alright, so we built a card game minigame, right? But you can only play it in, like, in-world fucking bars and cities. Like, it specifically, the challenge option only becomes available if you are there. Or if your fucking house has, like, a triple triad board in it, which you have to buy. And depending on where you are physically located while you're playing, you're subject to the fucking regional house rule shit, and it's different everywhere. Like, how cool is that? What a fucking weird and interdasting reason to get people into the fucking world. That fucking mine. I was positive it was gonna arm like the moment I got onto it. There we go, one more lap for this. That cut is ugly as shit. Oh my goodness. I'm just gonna lay that for the blue stragglers and apparently Rousey. Oh dear, I've never actually taken that shortcut before. I also like how the fucking overhead item display shows even if your teammate is ghosted. I never thought about that, but I think that's the correct behavior to have anyway. Actually getting fucking trashed. Oh yeah, that's another thing. I think after victory is determined, it's probably possible to spectate and fuck with the, Now that I actually know how netvars work, I can go back and change a couple of things so that it's not dependent on, like, state. And that might clear up a few edge cases. I don't know. I am my own team now. Alright, dude, we'll see how long that lasts. Alright, I gotta try hard. I'm gonna pick Terry. I'm not bitter about this one. This comes from a place of genuine mirth and joy, and totally not, like, world-shattering bitterness. Oh god, that was so close. No! I'm so sorry! That was my fucking fault, because I wall bonked. We are top 4 right now. That was a very fast shrink. Holy shit, someone is dead. Look at that shit. Somebody, like, super died. Look at how split we are. I think it's kind of interesting how the pack dynamics change when teams are involved. Like, I was a little bit worried about, like, okay, so that, the one frame, fucking green pointer, I might have to take a look at that, but it's better than it being there for the entire time while you're dead. That was, like, a bug that I partially fixed, I think. I think there's a better place for me to apply the logic that I used in the fix anyway. But yeah, I was worried about large gluts of, allied players basically forming defensive walls. Which is another reason that I favor team attack over no team attack, because it's harder to execute like that kind of defensive shit when you can also hit your teammates. But it honestly doesn't seem to be too bad. See, 57 doesn't intuitively look right to me when I look at the blue scores. But I think it's correct.
I gotta do better next time.
Narcissus, I don't like how skewed the values feel. What do you mean? That took fucking forever to finish, Jesus. Czar says, hypothetically, right? Assume one team gets first to sixth. That's 73-0. Correct. I think 73-0 is exactly how you should feel. If no one on your team passes anyone on their team, 73-0 is completely appropriate for a failure of that magnitude. I have my calculator right next to me to check scores. Laz, you are a goddamn treasure. This one just exists because I find the arguments funny. Nailed somebody. Now they're on the sat. Okay, I think I actually off-tracked them. No, they're still here. Ooh. Interdastingly finished, though. Oh no! What the fuck? Bump code's fixed, by the way. I feel like that shit happens because you become vulnerable again. And it happens, like, as the thing is inside you. Like, whatever's colliding with you is still, like, inside your fucking intangible body as you become tangible. And so it can be, like, slightly farther front than your center. And so it's like, oh, well, clearly that came from the other direction. Zara says, there are 14 players, right? Currently there are 14. Ostensibly there can be 16 in a full game, but in practice dedicated servers can only support 15 because the server is a player. Wow, Laz, I can't believe this shit. Oh no, no! Why the sadness vortex for so long? Lancer, I need you to be very careful. You were not very careful. Get out of the way! Yeah, it's 14 players. So the cap was 14 players plus server itself, plus we needed to keep a node open for master server listing. That bug got fixed. So now it's just 15 players plus one player as the server for 16. We're so fucked. It's so bad. Holy, see, this isn't a 24-75? That's appropriate considering almost all of orange finished in fuck all position. Because, see, the landslide points, because it's based on the number of fucking... Because it's not based on absolute position, but it's based on where the enemies are relative to you. Landslides feel super justified to me. Score checks out. Thanks, Laz. I'm certain it was just checkpoint fuckery. Look at the screenshot that guy took. It's got a gigantic position number on it. And the position number only becomes gigantic. I fucking looked at this. It's like there's a 10 frame window after you pass somebody or you get passed, where your position number becomes fucking gigantic to draw your attention to the fact that you changed position. So that means that very recently, despite the race being over, position was changed. Czar says, make getting first +2. Nope. First is +1 so it can tiebreak primarily. That means it has to be a value that you can't arrive at without getting first. It's way more obvious in, like, low player count games. Like, if you're playing a 4-player game where people finish, like, blue, orange, orange, blue, then the way the first bonus works is suddenly a lot clearer. Sir says, this is mostly in testing, right? That's correct. Oh, and I ended up here while reading chat, I guess, so now I'm super sad. I'm wiped today. I'm so fucking tired, but I had to, like, get on stream and show this off a little bit because I've been so excited about it. Oh. But yeah, I don't know what Team Sonic Racing does. My understanding is that Team Sonic Racing, in addition to having, like, 4 fucking teams, uses the method that I don't like, which is, arbitrary point values for each position, and then it just sums them.
I'm okay.
I've always felt that doing it based on the number of players you're beating makes more sense. Video Game Michael asks, is anyone picking up Team Sonic Racing? No, no one is buying that game. No one in the entire world. It will release and sell 0 copies because no one is buying it. I'm fucking dead. Thank God. Thank God I'm literally getting carried. Okay. God, what a fucking train wreck. Zara says, give extra points if 2 members of the same team end in adjacent spots. That seems super arbitrary and more likely to encourage weird shit. Geek says, I'm pretty sure it's 15-12, 10-9-8 no matter what. I'm pretty sure TSR doesn't do that. I haven't been following TSR stuff. All I know is that HornMod is in TSR. And I should fucking sue. Yo, Salt, are you still here? HornMod and Hardcode 2020. I'll send you a pizza. I am so fucking dead, dude. I was waiting for this to come up. Bonus wants to PK3. Yep, somebody actually rage spec'd for being placed on Team No Pineapple on Pizza. Geek says, okay, so it's the hentai parody called Porn Mod or Horny Mod. Hitbox Dimension is now closed.
Easy.
You know, I don't actually think I've ever been on the fucking underwater route list. I'm not certain.
Easy.
Oh yeah, this is Insanity Pack, so it'll have super fucked up checkpoints. They're less bad than they were earlier. Like, they're significantly less bad than they were when I tested this in, like, 1.0. But my understanding is that they are still super fucked up, and, like, multiple people can be getting targeted by SPB at the same time. Which means if the math issue recurs here, I don't even know if that's, like... See, look at the team scores fluctuating. I'm a little concerned about that. Like, is anybody else looking at that and getting a serious... Oh dear. Oh, controller died. Okay, that's understandable. But yeah, Monka fucking S, dude. can't wait for checkpoint nightmares. No.
Easy.
Alright, let's see. Let's see if finished players suddenly start having their scores warp around. No, that's actually, this looks correct. Yep. It's not broken. Yeah. Seems good to me. Referee lines. God, that was an ugly noise. What's like the most fucked up checkpoints in Insanity Pack? Maybe I should test on that. Do I have op? Yes. Video Game Michael says this one probably. I remember it being super, super bad in 1.0. Like, bad enough that I pulled an SPB as a front runner and then shot it at second. Hydrocity, I think, might still be super, super bad as well. I think Retro Wave is mostly fixed, though. Like, the thing with the SPB in particular is that he literally just didn't add boss waypoints to any of the tracks, apparently. Sar says Hydro City. Fun fact, Hydrocity versus Hydro City is one of the team names in the version that I haven't uploaded yet. Sar says, how do you tell them apart? Hydrocity is phonetically spelled. Hydro City is just the word hydro and then the word city with a space in between. Dude, I gotta stop taking this top route. What the fuck? That ramp that doesn't look like it should be a ramp. You might says Hydrocity is okay. Hydrocity is the opposite of okay. The checkpoints and like the entire first straightaway, like those two ramps. Like I like a lot of things about the track, but I don't think it's in a state that could be considered like I don't like it. It's a bad time. Just because the first straightaway, like some of the turns are kind of blind and difficult to see, but that's like, that happens. The real problem is that the first straightaway has those two ramps, and if you take the first ramp with any kind of speed whatsoever, you are guaranteed to land at the gigantic gap between the first and second ramp, die, and then it respawns you at the starting line. 15 million years back. Me too, robot. Not quite. Damn. I let everyone down, but it's okay because my team let me down way more thoroughly than I let them down. Holy shit. What the fuck happened?
Playtime is over.
Well, how did you score more than first place? There are more blue players than orange players. Yeah, that's the kind of built-in balancing for uneven teams. In games where there's fixed point distribution, where like X place worth X number of points, uneven teams are always a massive disadvantage. I like this system for that reason. Fucking rocks, dude. I'm so tired of rocks. Throw all rocks into the sun. This is appropriate somehow. I don't like the look of that ramp. I'm going around. And it's only in situations like those that I realize how generous the hitbox for item capsules actually is. Like, you can go nowhere near them and still pick them up. Which I think is good overall. I've never taken the lower route for this course, actually. Seems largely inconsequential. Goodbye. Zaras, hold on, can boss mode happen? Yeah, I considered... one of the things that I'd like to explore at some point is a way to set up uneven teams deliberately. One player versus the world, etc. I don't know if the scoring holds up in that situation, though. I think it logically should, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm gonna deploy these two jaws. And I will chase the front runner. Unfortunately, front-running Metal Sonic on a generally technically non-demanding track, so I don't think I'm gonna see Laz again, like, ever. I think it might be super outrageously over. That was a bad fucking way to take that, though. Why? What do you mean? It literally steered directly away from my reticle! I'm clipping that so Porter knows that I didn't fucking kill him on purpose, and it was just Jaws targeting being the worst thing on the planet. It made no sense. Lancer was both closer to me and more in front of me. But it veered off and fucking killed Porter instead. The local color override does not work on anything except players and only in race. I mean, it can't work on anything except players. The fucking text colors are a different thing, but I think there might be something where I'm failing to apply it to overhead markers now that I think about it, which I can fix. As for intermission players, I don't have a lot to say about intermission players, just because intermission displays your last teams, not your upcoming teams, so there's no useful information during intermission period. I don't think there's a technical way for me to set that either, because basically I would have to be setting players' actual fucking colors, like the real colors that they have specified in like their profiles, to different values for different people, which is obviously impossible. I can only change like side effects of that. Like I can change a player's in-game appearance. I can change like is there a way for me to fuck with chat? It's unfortunate because I don't think there is. Because chat colors are the one that I'm really thinking of. I can probably do a set of local chat overrides as well. Although I'd have to... Actually, no, it'd be fairly straightforward for me to do that. I think. I don't know, I'll think about it. I do want to make this as accessible as I can. See, now I'm stuck thinking about this. I know it's almost certainly broken for overhead arrows, which I can fix. Chat would require me to add a separate override, which is ugly but probably worth doing. Intermission players, I don't understand why anyone would want that functionality, and I don't think it's possible. Eleven says, "Hey AJ, just noticed this is a sort of Teams mode, right?" Yes, you are correct. And I'm trying to stream and, like, win video games and program at the same time. It's like, yeah, I actually want to die. Don't worry about it too much. Death is intentional. My team! I'm glad the rage has already started. Might just add, like, something, like a periodic fucking chat message that just says, remember to be kind to your teammates and have an enjoyable racing experience. I generally don't know what people want for Lua editions, so if you want something exposed, please do so. Network in Lua! Network in Lua or Riot. I'm on the wrong tab. I'm on the wrong fucking team, shit. Ow. God fucking... I can't... You guys are watching my driving deteriorate in real time as I think about all the fixes I have to do for this shit. I'm tempted to just throw it up on Sliptide when the MS comes back and ignore all complaints from people who don't want to play a Teams mode. It's like, ha, it's my server and now it runs all of my add-ons all the time. Yeah, the blatantly inflammatory fucking Holy War team names are part of the feature. I think I definitely pushed that guy into a fucking sitting Orby. I'm very sorry. Well, nice. How's your day been, AJ? I've been fucking exhausted and working on this thing, but it's been good. It's always nice to just, like, throw myself full tilt into a project for 2 or 3 days. Although, with the way this has been going, it seems more like it's going to end up being a fucking week. Just imagine AJ getting created back into programming. See, I don't actually like programming, I think. But I like making things, and programming is frequently a useful way to do that. You're like, nah, computers suck. Computers are for morons. Well, I managed to strip away 2 Orbeez and kill myself. And hit somebody who was apparently not a teammate. We're so fucked, they have top 4. Goodbye. Goodbye. God, that was a... Did you watch me, like, toggle that drift 3 times because I was scared? Well, shit. Where it says, Grow Cancel is still a really good mechanic, like, no BS. Honestly, I'm done fighting people and whether... Nice! Nice. So, I'm done complaining about Grow Cancel as a mechanic, I think. But like, if anybody on Kart Crew is still in this fucking chat, the fact that you can grow cancel by rolling a grow, pressing the button to activate grow, holding that button, and that counts as a cancel input, that's insane. That's apeshit crazy. Yeah, Laz, I don't think you need to tally scores. I think when it fucks up, it'll be super obvious, and I just need to pay attention to the circumstances in which it happens, which is almost certainly waypoint weirdness, but I want to be able to handle it slightly better if it does. See, that's the other thing. Nobody knows about grow cancel because there's no fucking way to teach it. The only thing you've got is if you press item while you have grow, which you have no reason to do because you don't expect it to ever do anything. And if you happen to be looking at the item box while you do this and see this super small fucking timer bar, like, there's no way... Whether or not it's good for overall balance, I think can go one way or the other, depending on who you are. You're either gonna think grow is, like, strong enough as is without canceling, or, like, needs the boost because it's difficult to control. But the fact that there's no way to actually teach the mechanic, and the fact that the way it's implemented allows you to cancel grow with the same button press you used to start grow. Like, at the very least, it should require you to release the button before you're, like, eligible to input a cancel. Well, says, why do the score totals sometimes end up at 97, other times at 99? Might be, you know, actually, I'm not sure. I think it might have to do with ties. I think if two players tie, it effectively deletes points from the leaderboard in that situation. And those of you who didn't realize he was invincible. Oh. I don't know, I just assume everything about this game is bad sometimes. Let me check really quickly here. Because I think... Yep. I thought for sure that there was no way you could even get into a should explode hook while you had invincibility. But you totally can. There's mitigation against that for squish and spin, but not for explode. So I can fix that in explode literally by just copy and pasting the same fucking handler. And it's now better. Yeah, it should explode is the hook. Real Salt says, I didn't like the idea of it, but everybody was annoying about it, so I just did it and let it go. Yeah, I can understand that. Porter says, I mean, Tyrone, if you're holding the button down after the activation on grow, then that's the player's problem. I mean, like, clearly, if we're looking at this from the perspective of somebody who wants to win at the video game, then objectively that's a thing that I should stop doing. But if we're looking at this from the perspective of a designer, when is someone going to cancel grow deliberately like that? Like, when is that on purpose? Mercy says, gonna try sticking it out, but I was trying to plan with their service, but for whatever reason I'm getting some pretty abysmal frame drops here only. Hopefully I'm not doing something terrible that, like, causes performance to tank. I might have to follow up with Liberation about that. I don't think there's anything super obvious in my code that's, like, super fucked up in terms of performance. But also, like, implying SRB2Kart has, like, a performance profiler for Lua or anything like that. So there might be some super expensive operation that I'm not aware of. I do iterate over every player quite a lot. Like, there are probably a couple things that I could store as results once per frame. Real Salt says, I fixed the grow cancel weirdness in V2 because of another edition that needed it. Sick. You are the best. Michael says, I feel like invincibility is just better than growth. Growth requires you to drive carefully at crazy speeds because you're still affected by off-road slowdown. It's... I think it largely depends on the course and the degree to which it's technical. Hydrocity's fucking garbage. This track is a mess. And you respawn all the way back here? What the fuck? Like, please understand that I'm only shitting on this insofar as, like, I think it's incredible that this can even exist at all. I have no idea how anybody would go back fucking making even something like this. I think there's a lot of visual flair here that I appreciate. Like, it's light on detailing, but I do like the core idea of the layout. I don't want to shit on anybody who's, like, going out of the way to do shit for this game in their spare time. But this course is in a bad way. Like, come on. What the fuck? It's the most natural instinct on the planet to want to take that with a fucking rocket sneaker. And it kills you every time? Every single time. I need to start noting down stuff that I need to fix. Just to, like, make sure I've got it all on a document or something. Grow Cancel has uses in terms of rerolling an item on the next set. Yeah, no, I get why people want Grow Cancel in general. But when is it deliberate to press Grow, activate Grow, and then Grow Cancel within, like, 15 frames using that same input without even releasing? When is anyone doing that shit on purpose? If you can show me one person who has actually used that for any purpose. So Porter, you're telling me you get Grow in one set of items, and then sit on it and don't activate for absolutely no reason until the next set, and then instant cancel. What? Why? Alright, so I'm gonna fucking open VS Code here. So things I need to fix. Color overrides for text and overhead flag. One frame green overhead flag. What else do I need to fix? I'll keep adding to that list as we go. Assault says, we're also completely redoing the Grow's purpose anyway, so Grow Cancel just may be removed anyway. Ah, interesting. Oh, that's a multi-banana. I thought it was a single. See, I'm paying so little attention now, it's fucking hard to focus right now. Marvel DC is also pretty good, Czar. That's gonna hit a teammate somewhere. Liberation EXE says, probably gonna troubleshoot and see if I can join later. It's fun though. I'm glad you've been having a good time. The response to this has been like way, way better than I expected. It's glad to see a different crowd than like, haha, Wario laughing, enjoying this. Oh, okay. I mean, I left it there for a long time, but if you're just gonna body slam it, like, I don't feel bad about that. That shit is not my fault. Oh no. That wrong direction drift, though. Oh my goodness, what is that nice checkpoint. Nice respawn. I'm gonna throw that out and into the abyss, I guess. Good enough, I guess. Flo says, is there any team penalty for hitting teammates except sabotaging yourself? There is a meme option that immediately explodes you if you damage a teammate. That's it. It's off by default because it causes you to explode in situations like teammates deliberately driving into your dropped items 15 seconds or 3 laps after you drop them. I'm mostly not I want to build as much as I can within reason to, like, automatically protect from people behaving in shitty ways. But in the end, like, I can step outside the box and trust players a little bit because this doesn't have to be safe in, like, a large-scale matchmaking ecosystem. Like, this is a community where you can literally just message the owner of the server you're on and say, hey, some idiot is driving backwards and throwing Orbinauts at all his teammates. And you can be like, oh, well, that's a very easy problem to solve, and then you don't have to deal with it anymore. It's one of the things I appreciate about this. Oh. I probably should have waited on that. So yeah, fixes lined up. I need to fix and or expand on color overrides to make sure that they're overriding everything that I can. The big thing that I'm missing is that overhead flags aren't doing it, I think. I need to fix the 1 frame of green overhead flag after you die and respawn, which I think is a fairly simple fix. I just need to look at the logic again and see what I did incorrectly to fix it. Team Hungry Box versus Team A Literal Crab. Keegan, you're a genius. Yeah, there we go. Fucking kill him, Sagata. Zara says, I'm guessing team colors are a server setting? Team colors are orange-blue by default with a server override and a client override that takes precedence over everything else because colors are an accessibility issue. And, like, some people just want to be the cool purple team, whatever. That's, like, fine, but the primary reason there are even customizable team colors to begin with is for accessibility. Like, alas, how many team names are there? I could tell you and it would be wrong as soon as this race was over. He says, just don't code bugs. The people were astonished by his doctrine. I want to body slam a blue player with quad Orbeez. Alright, success number 1. Very cool spec. Wow. I'm hitting 3 people with a set of quad Orbeez. Feels good to be alive, dude. Let's have a general approximation. I actually don't know off the top of my head. I just kind of been adding them.
Playtime is over.
Damn. 1 point. Rest in fucking peace, dude. Maybe as the server starts to clear out, we'll get to see the blowout handler, and hopefully it won't light on fire, because I fixed it. Liberation says, well, I found out the issue, somehow failed to realize that my Ethernet had gotten removed from its socket overnight. I'm a dumbass. Nice, dude. Well, thank you for following up, I appreciate it, because I was, like, it's important to know if people are having performance problems related to the mod, so I really appreciate you, touching base with me on that. Time to update a couple team entries. Blue equals Hungry Box, orange equals a literal crab. Good music. Big room. Oh shit, I need to scroll down in chat and fucking switch back to cart and switch my layout, and now I'm in last place. Well, fortunately my team seems to be doing okay without me. Let's see if I can fucking sweeten the deal, though. Come on, come on. Motherfuck! Well, it says, I recently learned you can pin tabs in Firefox, which makes them take up much less space and be restored when you open the browser next time. Yeah, I've been using that for Garland Bell and Modboard recently, because I've been on the fucking FF14 gathering train. Oh yeah, Laz, Horde Alliance is already in. That was a good fucking suggestion. God damn it. Bunch of orange taking that cut. So Regulus asks, would Goku and Superman V2 should have a meme? No, that's amazing. That's perfect. I unironically want people to argue about that in my server chat.
Playtime is over.
All the world's jewels, etc., etc. Florida man, literally anything. Oh, we're so fucked.
Playtime is over.
Sad about it. Whoops. I wanted to see if I could get enough power to bump him out of the fucking finish line entirely. Zara asks, color versus color spelled with a U? I actually have gray and gray, one spelled with an A and one spelled with an E already. I guess I could use that joke one more time, probably. Order says, idea, Coke versus Pepsi. That's literally the second one on the list. Let me take a look really quickly and see... What am I doing for fucking... Okay, here's the think frame. Here's where I'm spawning the overhead shit. It should be checking for that. Okay, so yeah, it's... Setting all the shit on the overhead flags is delayed by 1 frame. And I think I can fix that by just checking all the conditionals at once and separating that into its own thing. Okay.
Hey, come on, come on.
Well, asks, is white and gold / black and blue a thing? Yes, it is. Team F-Zero versus Team Nintendo. Ah, shit, I should have trailed that and pulled ahead. Should have just blocked them all. Very nearly got through that somewhat clean. Okay. Dude, my position is all fucked up. Look at that, I'm bouncing around all over the place. Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Ouch. Wow. Yeah, get absolutely fucked.
Time is over. Reload. Step forward.
Me too. Oh, that fucking rhythm is so unfortunate. Hopefully that'll only arm when orange players are active. This probably just got kicked off road, actually. The fucking 720. It says 258 to 141, 253 to 141. Holy shit, I have to add that right now. I have to be the biggest fucking shitter and keep bloating this thing with references that no one will understand. Laz and Michael both ask, what's that reference? Alright, so after the stream, I want you to look up Troy State versus DeVry pretty good. And I just want you to appreciate what is probably the greatest video on the entire fucking internet. And I know I say that shit a lot, but this one is like, for real, the actual greatest video on the internet. Kitchen ASMR, by the way. I can't believe I don't have pancakes versus waffles in this yet, actually. I should probably do that. Ow. Got it. What? Egg box, probably, right? It's not me. It's not the script. Kart desyncs a lot. Probably an egg box. Don't panic. Don't panic. Just restart the client. Don't worry about it. Everything is okay. I'm not hyperventilating. You're hyperventilating. Porter says, that was fun, gonna head out, gonna play some more FF14. Alright, dude. Thanks for dropping in. Thank you for playing and testing. This is now a 4-person game, which makes the scoring a lot more obvious. Like right now in this position, blue, orange, orange, blue, 5-4, with that single point from being in first, tie-breaking. What are you doing? Okay. So if I go to free cam here, then it'll show the scoreboard as well. And I had to fix it so that it actually correctly aligns this, which is pretty funny. Liberation is just fucking suffering. Says, wait, you can pre-look like that? I've got something in my fucking INI to let me, like, move the mouse and use it as camera. If I ever do a fucking SRB2Kart frag movie, that's probably the approach I'm gonna take. Zar says, gonna go ahead and say that you need special effects to play if a perfect happens. Why do you assume I'm fucking stupid? half the reason I made this was so I could do that. And it looks like we're likely going to see it. Oh, it doesn't play the sound from a spectator's perspective, unfortunately, because it only plays it on fucking, it plays it player targeted. I can probably do something to change that. But yeah, if everyone on a given team finishes before anyone on the other team, then, you immediately the entire losing team immediately detonates and the race is aborted. It is not the Fatal KO music, because the Fatal KO music would have been fucking huge. Although I might do it anyway, depending on what other sounds get added to this. Like, no matter what direction I went at, like, compressing that, it always ended up being, like, fucking 2.5 megs, even at, like, quality 0 in fucking mono. Which is big suffering. Hopefully with 6 players in the game here, it'll be possible to trigger a blowout from players' perspective. It's very satisfying when it happens. Well, says, how about GIF versus GIF? That's something. That's one of the first ones I did. Use the ripoff from Komodo of Friends or the Soku one. The Soku fucking not Fatal KO makes me so happy. Slip-tiding working but not showing when you do it to the right, making me very uncomfortable. I guess this is fine. Teammate behind me. So Shadow managed to take the gigantic fucking meme cut. The last 2 blowouts get triggered in 1v1 games. There's nothing specifically preventing it, but I think there's a side effect of the way that it's checked for that might cause it to not happen. I think something happens, like, before the blowout handler can even run, the game aborts. Like, just from hardcode. Not certain, but I think that's how it works. Microsoft/Sony too shit, or am I highballing? It's only because I don't want to fucking imply that either of those companies are acceptable. That blatant rage spec, though? Like, the incredibly blatant... Wait, no. You were on the winning team, so what? Maybe you're just, like, sad? I don't know. Geek says, I don't know, you have one that implies either Idolmaster or Love Live are acceptable? I mean... Azus is cute. I don't have an opinion. I just like girls. I'm a simple creature. Oh god, what's happening? Who even got that egg box? Okay. apparently an orange player. Fortunate. Ah, fuck. I'm driving so incredibly badly. Like, I'm driving worse than I think I've ever drove on stream before. I really want to get the body slam. There we go. Totally fucked up that corner on purpose to do that. Don't. I'm so wary of throwing the straws in this situation. Okay, you got an egg box, so you'll die on your own. But what? I must have been my egg box. It's okay, just pull the legendary Jaws again and everything will be okay. If I can't unseat Liberation, then just all of blue has to beat all of orange besides Liberation. Not a great look. Certainly possible. Girl canceling is hard. We're dead! Dang. Let's try going absolutely fucking apeshit on team names now. Just complete fucking insanity. Man, if you just saw the way I managed to misspell chocolate somehow. Like, let me give you some idea of how egregious this fucking keyboard atrocity was. I spelled chocolate starting with an S. Remember to type your own interpretation in the comments below. Oh shit, I'm not gonna leave in time, fuck. Just gotta go. Nice. Don't good morning at me. It's clearly the afternoon. You imbecile. You absolute buffoon. Alright, so we're on track here. Oh, wait, no, Spag died, okay. Wait, Spag didn't die? I'm gonna chalk that one up to waypoints, actually. I'm gonna watch the fucking... gotta watch the mini-map instead. I'm just gonna sit here not deploying this egg box. Like, all we need to do is fucking drive and we win from this position. Like, don't get fucked by 4th and 5th pulling power items and everything should be fine. The Phantom Jaws reticle from nowhere. Ah, shit. I have committed a grave error. Okay, I got the mini turbo in time at least, Jesus. Acceleration broke free. So now they're gonna be fighting me while I dodge this, I guess. Sick, thank you. Fuck! I was distracted by the food. I've made a horrible mistake. I don't have much time. Oh god, we are all losing. Top quality snipe. We could win off that, actually. I think we might win off that. Sick! I'm the best. Daryl made beef stew because Daryl is a good person. Picking Blizzard peaks in public net games. In fucking teams, no less. Absolutely devilish. Stop this. Closest. Who got the closest to your spelling of chocolate? None of them were closer to my spelling of chocolate than the word chocolate was to my spelling of chocolate. You guys went fucking overboard. Hello, Daryl. In chat. That's very scary. So I'm just gonna ride the wave now, I guess. You are now having the Barkley final section experience. Is it about to happen? Wow, Ralsei is so loud that it almost completely drowned out that sound effect. But yeah, everyone on the other team instantly exploded. Because that's an appropriate way to handle a 13-0. Where's Perfect Legend? Maybe I should fucking put the song in. So my mod is about 30 kilobytes of text, and then 400 times that for a 0 quality OG of the Fatal KO theme. Let's put the song in, but clip it. Nah, because if I put the song in, it would have to play through, like, the post-game intermission, too. Like, instead of playing the normal music in any way, it would just have to play the entire theme. Because that's the hypest shit I can imagine in that situation. You just have to sit there and, like, listen to it the entire time that it's happening. It's the hype enhancer. He says, honestly, just putting in the horn fanfare would work, like those first 3 notes. Also valid. But man, I want to do it right so badly, and it's just like file size.
Playtime is over.
Honestly, though, it's more reasonable than like... There are a lot of mods that don't give a shit about file size, you know? Who else says, I assume that once the race is over, there's a fixed time between race over and stage select. You assume almost correctly. However, if the net game is interrupted for any reason, like people lagging, then music will continue to play while game ticks and timers don't fucking process. No! Fuck me. Very bad. And now we are dead. Geek says, I like how you have all your team's points. Yeah, I'm pretty happy that we got to take a look at what the scoring and game flow looks like in smaller lobbies. Because sometimes that just happens. Sometimes everybody else on your team is just eating shit. Carrie says, was my suggestion overlooked? No, I saw it. Appreciate it. This or like the next one might be my last. Oh hey, it's blatant flame bait. Nice. I agree, Nep. Alright, let's trip the item. I think that nice was trying to throw, not a taunt. Which makes me really happy. Shit, fuck though. Flo says liquid / solid. Can't call anybody Team Liquid, I'll get sued. Also, somehow I fucked up that jump for the first and only time in my entire life. Fuck! Come on! Okay, well, at least the rest of Orange is eating more shit than I am. That's no longer true. In fact, I got bump coded by my own team. How could you give your own teammate the spicy bump code? We're dead. Well, I'm sad about it, but it also means that I have to play one more game because I can't go out on getting fatal KO'd. Just as soon as Liberation crosses the finish line, realizing, oh, we're fucked. Okay. Flo asks, did the finish animation play twice? That's entirely possible. I'm promoting all bugs related to the finish animation, time over camera, anything like that. Those are all now promoted to features. They are not bugs anymore, they are features. You're welcome. It's frustrating. Bug-in feature, that's pretty good. Remember Marisa? Also pretty good. Although there's no Marisa in cart yet, so gotta be careful with that shit. Well, says the kill feed mod and graphics Little Mist looks real nice. Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. What the oh my goodness. Yeah, that stuff looks super good, honestly. I am dead last, and I am hitting every balloon. I am so... oh no. Fuck. I'm literally half a lap behind. Because I'm hitting every balloon. You guys don't know how fucking wiped out I am right now. I'm like dead on my feet. It is terrible. I don't even know why. This is just like reinforcing my belief that I should never go outside. I'm like, yeah, I got to the fucking pool. Entire next day, oh no, I'm fucking dead. What? I thought... Shrunk my own team for no clear reason. So I'm fucking done. If you have feedback on FRIENDMOD, please visit www.I did not think of the next part of this joke in time. Thank you for watching.